and Holiday, and welcome back to the podcast episode where we will be talking about stuff. And the first thing I'm going to talk about, well, actually, not first because there's only one thing you talk about. Mm, maybe? Yeah. If I have if I have anything else to say, I'll just put it at the end, or I'll just put it in the description. But yeah, it's been a long time since I recorded this episode. The last episode was like a few weeks, not even a month. Just kidding. But it was probably in a week or a month. I don't really know. When it's nighttime, sometimes your mind just blanks out. So that may be this episode a lot. But the thing I want to talk about is humans and their enjoyment of watching people suffer. Now, I am one of these people. And I know I'm one of these people because if you laugh at someone else's pain, you are one of these people. So let's see why I'm starting to think of this. Let's go through my thought process. So in the evening, hours before this, I was watching Quinlan Quinlan Blackwell's uh, video when she was going through her digital footprint, and she stumbled across a famous vine of her crying. Now, for context, I never saw her videos prior to me seeing this clip. I just assumed. Whenever I saw Blackwell's clips, quote unquote, I'm quoting, I always like, hey, that girl is familiar. I don't remember where she's from, but I remember. But I think I remember. I remember seeing Blackwell when when she was eating Lunchables. That was the only memory I had of seeing her. And when she posted that very attractive bikini. This is gonna get weird, but a bikini shot on her Instagram. That may sound a little creepy, stalkerish even, but uh, I meant no harm. I was just scrolling through, bookmarking it. Does that make me a lesbian? I don't know if that would make me a lesbian. Probably makes me a creep, especially by society standards. A creep is someone who's ugly. If someone who does weird acts towards people. I don't do the second part. But some people do say I'm ugly. I don't believe that, but that's not important. Okay, the point is, I saw her little clip of her crying, and it was a reaction video. And I know it's not supposed to be funny, it was supposed to be relatable, but that kind of brought the question in the back of my mind. Do we enjoy when people suffer emotionally, physically, and and mentally? Another thing that I've noticed was later on that day, me, my uncle, and my dad were watching AFV. If you don't know what AFV is, I'm going to be very, 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 very careful when I say this. You'll be thankful that you never watched the show. It's kind of corny. It is kind of mean. Let's just let's just put it right here. The basis and the ideology of making a show based on people's pain is awful. But we eat that crap up. We laugh at it. Tears are falling out of our eyes when we laugh because we think it's funny. Real talk, it isn't that funny. Sure, you might hear a little chuckle, and I don't want to sound hypocritical because I do laugh at that, but no realness, it isn't funny. I don't know what my sense of humor is, but it's not really that. Nice try, AFV. Although AFV starts as for America's funniest videos. Some of them include animals, Some of them. Let's think of it as this: it's it's ridiculousness, but with animals. That's what it is. It's ridiculous, but with animals. Hold on, let me see something for a minute. Oh, there's just. Oh, wow. Okay, I'm not sharing my screen, but there is this pop up next to me that says, like, when I'm recording and getting all the controls. That's cool. There's a ridiculousness episode with him. Whoa. Whoa. That's wild now. I don't think he was on ridiculousness. Gabriel Iglesias was on ridiculous. Why was I even looking for that? I just wanted to see. I'm just telling you guys what ridiculousness is. But, anyways, it's like ridiculousness. It is actually like ridiculousness, but they give the winner money. They have three people who was voted based on the people around the world. Not around the world, but this particular episode was from people in Disney World or something like that. And he earned $100,000. That's a ton of money. It's scary that people could fake something funny and get that $100,000. They can hurt themselves for the money. That's kind of crazy. I'm sure none of the people in the videos are doing that, but it's a weird thing to think about. But yeah, we chuckled, we laughed. Humans are known to laugh at people when they struggle. And when that push comes to shove, if you think about it, that will happen to you. And not just because the treat people with respect and they'll do the same thing if you do this bad thing or whatever. But like people laugh at other people. It's human nature. But then we gotta think of the consequences that come with it. Especially if you're a Christian like me, who is scared of going to hell. And maybe I'm not trying my hardest to not be in that zone. But, well, you know, I just don't think that laughing at people is ethical. Because, coincidentally, today I'm recording this on Sunday. I went to church. And this says to not, oh no, it's actually from our Bible, my Bible, I think. From Psalms 1. No, it's from the Bible study. Our pastor said not to laugh. And by the way, guys, I don't want this to get too holy for people to click off. But I am Christian, so there would be Christian values that you guys should probably learn from this. Anyways, I learned that even when your enemy falls to the ground, you don't laugh at them. And this especially applies to people we don't even know. They're not enemies per se, but they're people who we don't know, and we're laughing at them. Like a classical sitcom. You aren't supposed to laugh at people who get hurt. You aren't supposed to laugh at people who get hurt mentally or emotionally. Don't laugh at people, period. And it's hard. It's hard to not laugh at them. Because especially if it's really funny, you might let out a chuckle. But if you ask God to forgive you all, then yeah, you will be forgiven. Let's try to think of something else that makes you laugh and laugh at that. But that leads us to the question that I titled this episode. Are watching people's pains a funny sight? A funny sight. And the answer is, it's not funny. I answered that. It's not funny. In the way the media would shape it to think that it was just harmless, just poking fun at the person who's hurt or who's down or sad, that doesn't fit well with me. And I don't like that. But at the same time, we can't help it. And it's sad. It's sad that we grew as a society to laugh at people and for people to do crazy stuff for money, especially if they did it on purpose. I don't really know what else to talk about, but it's wrong. It's not right. But why does it make us laugh so much? That's what I'm wondering. Was there like a setting in our brains that tells us, hey, once that person falls, I want you to laugh? And then we just follow? Are there microchips in our brains? No, I don't believe in that. I also want to take a minute to talk about my book club. I pre-recorded a thing for the book club. Unfortunately, I'm holding it off for now. Because, I'm lazy, school, and because I'm not really interested in that stuff. It's not like I'm not interested in reading in general. I am reading this manga online, go figure, about these two, about this girl who found, actually, that's the title of the famous manga. You guys can call it green manga. Excuse me, but you can call it, I thought the girl, hold on. Because I know the name of it. It's just long. Okay. I'm actually on volume 2 if you guys follow me on Twitter to know that. It's called The Guy She Was Interested in Wasn't a Guy at All. That's actually really cute. It's a cute little anime thing. If you guys want to read it, it's on like different websites. And I can give you a free book if you like. You can read the book. Sorry. I went to make an account on this website. Let me do y'all a favor and find the website. See, you can find it on MangaDex. Link in the description, like all YouTube videos. Lol, I read it on my on my Windows because it's more easier. Not that it's more easier, but I feel like I don't know. Actually, I do know. I lied. Forgive me, God. But yeah, I play The Sims on there. If I don't want to play The Sims, I can read the manga when I finish playing The Sims, and do my homework all in one. Okay, all in one. And it's mainly because you can access this website on any uh what's it called? Uh Search engine. Like Firefox, Google. I want to talk about something more. But at the same time, I don't know how to even put it. But gotta move this over. $285 plays on all platforms. Woo! Overall, too. It's crazy. Oh. 8 Spotify followers. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I got nothing else to say, but I'm scrolling through the analytics. This is an audio episode, by the way. And you'll be like, why an audio episode? Yeah. I'm like, because I want to. Yeah, you know, if you do want to check out my episodes, they are posted on Twitter and also on Reddit. Reddit. There's a Share My Podcast subreddit, or they also post on Blue Sky. So if there's any fans from Blue Sky, hello, how are you doing? I want to touch your face, but not in a bad way, but in a, you know, not in a I'm gonna hurt you way, but like in a hey, I'm interested to learn more about you way. Also, I want to mention that going back to the funny videos thing, it's not bad to find something funny. Well, it is in my case. But if you don't find something funny, there's something wrong with you. You don't. If you don't find something funny, then you don't find something funny. Why do people think people's pains are funny? I also stand for the animated characters, even if they were made for comedic relief. Oh, excuse me. They're not real, no. But like, if they were real, think of this as this: if the characters that we laugh at are real, were real, and they were going through this, would you guys feel bad? Or would you still laugh because of comedic purpose, because of comedic relief? that's just something to think about. Personally, I would laugh. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I would laugh. But at the same time, I don't think it's funny. What's this a crazy character? Yeah. I'm yelling so much. I got in this episode. If what was I saying? If they were real, I wouldn't laugh, but I was kind of smirk. Because again, we can't hide our feelings that well, but we can try to convey them more differently. Anyways, thanks for watching this episode. Listening to this episode, not watching because I didn't share my screen. And also, this is an audio episode, you know. Now, Spotify is putting the audio episodes. They're actually filtering. So, yeah, the reason why I didn't share my screen is because I really don't care about this kind of stuff. I just wanted to get it out of my head. That's what this podcast is basically is. Just trying to get stuff out of my head before I forget, before I have the other technique, which is forgetting, and it's not optional. It's not an on and off thing. Like, you literally have to remind me. Oh, what was I doing? I forgot the whole book club episode. This whole book club episode. And I was planning on not even doing it because what's the point? It's overdue. But yeah, you guys have a nice day. Enjoy your life. Enjoy. Good. Actually, I almost have one more announcement. This is school wise. I'm doing a project on ED, on eating disorders. And if you guys want to interview, let me know. I'll also post that in the tweet of the episode. I want to interview people with ED, not just because it's my project. I don't want to be selfish in that way, but also because I've been seeing ED Twitter all over the place. S self harm Twitter, self harm ED Twitter, shed Twitter, which could also, I don't want to do this to anyone, but like self harm eating disorder Twitter. Oh my gosh, is that what it means? Hold on, I want to get my facts straight. It is because I don't think, but I don't think I never saw a person without said Twitter. Oh my gosh. I just want to remind you guys that you are loved, no matter what other people say, and even if you're like a horrible person, there is someone who still loves you. Which is crazy, but as a Christian standpoint, we're supposed to love everybody. But I did not know shed twit SHED Twitter is a term that combines self harm and eating disorders. Why is this in the Urban Dictionary of all things? Oh my gosh. I I'm not gonna go any further. This is a pretty touchy topic. And I'm not the one to judge when it comes to thinking of ways where you can wipe yourself off the earth. Because I've had those feelings before. Imagine closing an episode and like opening it back up again. But we should make awareness over EDs and self harms because they're not good, but I see why people would do it. You know, I kind of see why people would do it. I praise everyone, not not just for trying to get through this hard change and hard phase, like ED and self harm. And I also commend, excuse me, I also commend the people who are in recovery, because people forget that just because you're in recovery, that doesn't mean you're in the last step of overcoming your ED. I wish you all the best of luck, and this is where I end my episode. Thank you all for listening.